Yep, here we go. All right, everybody. My name is King CJ. Welcome back to the channel. I have one of my good pals, one of my best friends, Lords of Gaming. Welcome to the channel, man. How you been?
What up, King? What up?
Yes, sir. I always wanted to say congratulations. I seen you hit that 500 subscriber mark. Yes, sir.
Elusively,
elusive. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm pretty sure you promised us that we would see a face cam. Can't wait to see that.
That was 1,000. That was 1,000.
Oh, that was 1,000. Okay, I'll let you slide with that. Okay. So here today, we're here to talk about the new event. I don't know if you can see my screen or not. Can you see my screen?
Nah, I can't see it, but good. I can.
You understand what we're talking about
Yeah,
today?
I understand where we at. I understand where we at.
Alrighty, so of course, let's always start off with the easiest thing of all these events. That would be the login event. So now I'm looking at these, and as we were talking off air, we understand that, you know, free stuff is free stuff. You can't really complain for free stuff. However, I think we both have a problem with what they add inside these free stuff. Lord, he is very passionate about this, so I will let him kind of explain what he has issues with these boxes. You can take it away.
Yeah, so I don't have necessarily issue with getting free shit. Like you said, free stuff is free stuff. You can't complain about an event that's logging you in just to do some shit. But what I have a problem with is, like, when you look at this lucky box number 1, for instance, right? And it literally goes on and you look at what you're getting. Costume, core, Omega card, companion, draw ticket. And all of a sudden now, because we've gotten lucky boxes before, but now we see conversion particles, anti-conversion particles, expedition guides. And this is the part where I have the worst feeling about it, is the expedition guides.
Yeah, I think
why? Why them shits in there, bro? Why?
I don't know. Yeah, I think we're kind of both in that same category where, like, it was already starting off from the beginning. We wasn't like a big fan of the training ground tickets because we knew where that was gonna go, and it almost feels like they're taking that same route with the expedition tickets that they're taking with the training ground tickets. So I think both of us are kind of like, and this isn't really just us, because I've heard this in other discords and from other YouTubers. In all honesty, I don't think none of us really value training ground or expedition tickets. So the fact that they keep putting them in boxes like it has value, I think that's what's pissing the community off the most.
I don't think that you really have a place for these things to exist in the game without just monetization behind them. And I think the people that don't, that, you know, like, look, there's been people on my channel that's pissed off about me complaining about certain things and everything, but I'm like, I don't think you really understand what I'm complaining about. Like, I'm complaining about the monetization that comes with these things. You add training grounds and you sell us on our levels. You add expedition guides and you sell us. But, like, specifically these expedition guides, right? Like, let's think about the cool. It's gonna now enable my character. When we were back in October, and Alice Park and Danny Koo had their live stream, and they were looking at players that already had their characters to level 100. How many people really need these expedition guide tokens? Even if you've got new players, granted, right? Like, why? Like, I don't get it. It just...
Yeah, I don't think yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's move on. So now we're going to talk about the copy and paste of the Dormammu and the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin event. I know I've heard people already have big issues with this one.
Yeah.
I think
it's
I
terrible.
think see, I don't wanna cause look, of course guys, you're gonna come in here, you're gonna do it regardless. It is free, it should be easy enough. However,
I don't mind that it's easy.
Yeah. I don't mind that it's easy either. I will say I think there's a good thing about this one, because usually when you got to like the bottom 100% of whatever it was that, you used to not get shit. I mean, like you got crumbs. So I think I'm very happy with the fact that people that are getting 100, they're at least getting like 315 now. Because
yeah, you do have to applaud them for that, because they definitely worked on the rewards. They improved the rewards, because it was definitely dumpster fire when we did it. What is it? We did it with Dormammu, and I think we did it with Mephisto. I think it was, or was it Mephisto?
No, it was only. Actually, you're right. It was. We had a Dormammu. We had a Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, there you go. Yeah.
Dormammu and the Green Goblin, bro. And if you got like bottom 100% on any of them, you used to like not get shit for it.
Nothing. So I mean, I think at least this one. So I actually enjoy that they have these capture events. I think the only problem I have with this event necessarily is that it points out to the things of what could be.
Yeah.
Definitely. And what they haven't done. Because if you basically have the ability to inject like Loki type events and Dormammu and Green Goblin type events like these where they target capture events, then you have the ability to do this from day one with other characters. Why are we pulling out from the what do you call those spaces, the open world spaces, the sandbox spaces, and having to go into training grounds and dark zone to do what you showing we could already do inside training grounds? So, but like you said, the rewards are improved. It's a gold farm for some players, and well, not a farm because you can only do it one per day, but you're getting the seals and stuff like that. So, and now the players that finish in that bottom 60%, it's not so bad.
It's not so bad this time. Okay, and another thing I do want to show you guys is, due to the Magneto thing that's going on, the shop is not at the crafting station. We actually have to go to the guy over here again for the
Mattis.
Yeah, so we have to come over to this guy again. Now again,
the funny thing about that though is that I really think that's a real dude. Like for some reason I believe Mattis is like one of the developers or like some. I swear to God, I swear to God when they announced this shit at PAX, I swear to God this dude was like one of the people that was there. I can't remember though, and it's just like bugging the shit out of me every time we have to go to him now because I'm like I know I've seen this dude somewhere. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. This is my biggest issue with the shop per se. I don't think it's the shop itself, and I don't think it's like the stuff that they're giving out in the shop. I just think that a lot of this stuff has so little value in this shop. It's probably with the part that pees me off the most, right? Because we have the draw ticket box. Why couldn't that be a selector? That's the part, like, you telling me you couldn't give people 5 selectors? Like, at this point in the game, I think we really are, like, need to start looking at selectors. How do you feel about that one, man?
Yeah, I think we need more selectors inside here because especially the way the RNG plays out inside this game, what you might end up shy on, like of having your character become something beneficial. Another player might just have that in droves, you know what I mean? So like being able to select those bits and pieces to kind of make up, especially during events like these, I think that would overall help the player base out a lot. I don't know necessarily, that's not what the intent is, just to free give shit away. But at the same token, like I think the selector would have been nice because you're still talking about 1,000 seals. You know what I mean? It's still 1,000 seals. So yeah, it would have been nice to see those in there.
1,000 seals. What are we looking at? That's 5. Bro, that's like 2,500 seals at that one.
You talking about for all 5?
Yeah, 5, 2,500. So that's like that upon itself is crazy. That like they want people to spend 2,500 seals for 5 draw boxes, and then you can open up all 5 of these and get dimension box. Bro, imagine all 5 draw dimension, bro. That's gonna piss somebody off. I know they piss me off. Another thing,
it's definitely not a good thing. It's definitely not a good thing.
Another thing I do want to hit on this because I did see some people say, yeah, it's free crystals. It is what it is. But something you guys have to understand is, I don't think crystals hold as much weight as they do in like Marvel Future Fight. Because these 500 crystals in Marvel Future Fight, if you go from 0, that's at least like halfway from damn near a whole new character in the game. Because new uniforms is basically a whole new character in that game, right?
Exactly.
So you get 500 crystals there. That holds so much weight because you can do more things with the crystals. In this game, you get 500 crystals, and unless if you're gonna spend your crystals to get gold, like crystals are damn near useless here. Unless if you want to get the offers, but like they take so many of the crystal offers out. I think the only offer we got now is the companion offer, and that itself is like trash. It's like what, 2,000 crystals for a 1-star selector companion for 2,000 crystals.
Yeah, I'll keep making this and I'll keep screaming it to the highest mountaintop inside this game, and I don't think players want to recognize it, and players don't want to look, man, I'm put it this way: you don't make money by just wasting money, and that's just the truth of the matter. And I think a lot of people, especially the blubbery whales, they waste a lot of money in this game, and it's just giving the developers or the marketing team at least the incentive to continue to do this. But like I've said previously, we basically start this game off in an operating deficit. You know what I mean? Like, nobody would do business this way in real life. So why would you do business this way in a game? This game is literally showing you that they're taking advantage of gamers in terms of thinking how they could, cash grab from us. Yeah. We start out in this game where our dollar is worth literally 60 cents or 60% crystals inside this game. But the worst part about it, like you said, if I was inside Marvel Future Fight, if I was in Marvel Contest of Champions, if I was in Black Desert Online, if I was in Genshin Impact, I could go directly to the shop and I have an exact 1-to-1 ratio for something I can buy. And here I get crystals and I could go to the shop, and because of the layers of RNG inside the shop, I could end up with a deficit to my character, because I could almost get something that I can't even really use, that's not going to make my character any better, and I could actually go back in points from the shop. And that's the point that I'm like, yeah, the 500 crystals is nice to have, but it's not a lot of value there.
Guys, it's not like, I do see the event. I see where they're trying to go with the event, and I'm like, applaud them for at least, like, because this is way better than like the Dormammu and the Green Goblin sure. But it's just the things they added in here, and it just holds no weight because of the way that the game is right now. I think that's kind of what was making people look at this and be like, I think this update is either like mid or it's not. So to end this video, we're both going to give our scores. I'm on Darkside to go first since he's the guest. What score are you thinking about this update? Out of 10.
Without the store, without the cash shop, I'm gonna go probably, if I was just judging just the event that you're getting free items, the lucky supply boxes, I give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. It's a strong 7 for me. I think it would be better if they had removed those expedition tickets, the convergium and stuff like that from the lucky boxes. I think that would have been way better. So I give it a 7 for sure.
7, because we didn't even talk about the shop.
And I know you skipped over. I thought you were gonna get into it.
The reason I didn't want to get into the shop, because look, it's boy card Marvel Future Revolution. Fuck that shop. We ain't spending money over here, man. So, if you're looking for the shop, you're on the wrong channel. We not worried about that. That's just on his own thing. But I think
shit in there worth buying. Anyway,
ain't nothing in there worth buying anyway. It's terrible offers like always. But I think
stick to the free to play event. Stick to the free to play event, guys.
For sure. I think 7 for me would be a good score, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to drop it to 6 only because I'm dropping it to 6 because it's really just a copy and paste in all honesty. And I gave the other events about 6s, and the rewards are better for sure. They are for sure better, but I think the highs is higher in this game. I mean, in this event, but I feel like the lows are much lower in this event, because the first 2 events, there was you was getting draw tickets, but I'm pretty sure they at that time we didn't have like companion tickets or anything like that. We didn't have the training ground tickets and the expedition tickets, and also in the Dormammu and Green Goblin one, they weren't dropping conversions. Like it was all cores. No. It was all 5-star cores, draw tickets and uniforms and cards. So that's like, then on top of that, I think in the Dormammu event, you literally got a chance. No, you didn't even get a chance. You can actually get that. I think it was like a 5-star uniform, or it was a 5-star card. It was one of those like straight up, like it was a straight up 5-star card. So I mean, even if you wanted, you can honestly, if you really wanted to, you probably could make an argument that at least their Dormammu one had a little bit better rewards if you wanted to make that. But I think overall, and due to them like actually caring about the people at the bottom 100%, I think that's why I'm saying it's better. It's a better way.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a better way for weaker players to get the rewards, because a lot of those other rewards, unless if you weren't like getting top 3 and on killing the Green Goblin or Dormammu, you really weren't getting nothing at all. Like it was just straight crumbs.
See, here goes the reason why I gave this one a little bit higher than I think you for 7. We didn't really talk about it, but inside one of the events is the Omega Flight training manual that was inside there.
Yeah.
And that one's a daily reward. So I thought that was a good thing overall, since it was just asking you to do the normal things you would do, and it just asked you to participate in those things one time.
Yep.
And you were able to get basically like 100 seals from that one. And as long as I'm reading this correctly, and that is actually a daily thing.
Yep.
That you're gonna be able to get those. Yeah, you know what I mean. So if that's a daily thing, and we're gonna basically be able to collect 100 tokens per day for the next 20 days, I think that's good. You know what I mean?
I actually forgot about that. I'll raise it up. I raised it up to a 7. I give you that one. That one won me over.
Yeah, because I looked at that one. I mean, then you get down there to collect traces of mischief, and that's when you like, because I think to collect traces of mischief, it shows you how many tokens they expect to give away during the event.
Yeah.
And because I mean, you're gonna look at that. There's no way that players shouldn't be able to reach 10,000 mischief maker tokens at the end of the event. So
yeah, if you don't hit it, there's only 3 reasons you wouldn't hit it: if you quit the game, if it's your alt, or if you're just lazy as fuck.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one, because and you know what the fucked up part is? I literally sat there contemplating whether I was gonna miss it, because I was like, yo, I don't think I could keep doing dog water mode every day. I was like, if Hydra Empire shows up, I might miss out on it.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, 7 overall for you.
7 overall. I give it that 7 overall. All right, man. Thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure having you on that channel. You got anything you want to say? Where can they find you at, man?
Hey, man, find me over at Lords of Gaming. No longer Lords of Gaming, Marvel Future Revolution. It's Lords of Gaming. Drop in anytime you want to. I got a potty mouth, but that's because I'm a Marine, so deal with it.
All right, yeah. I'm going to leave this channel down below. And thanks for everybody watching. Peace out. We out of here.